The new Nissan Z car has been spied again, and if you want to reserve your very own Nissan Z, well, we might have a date for you. Now here are the latest spy shots. This has been spied in Colorado, and it looks, of course, like the Proto Z, very, very similar. I mean, even the wheels are the same. We have this little deck lid spoiler that was kind of leaked. Remember we got that leak a few weeks, maybe a couple months ago at this point in time, where it showed the whole car. Well, this could be that exact same car. I believe that was like a dark gray, almost like a gunmetal gray. This could be the exact same car that they wrapped once it got to the States for testing. Now, you guys might be saying, Kirk, look, they changed that square grille. Really, they didn't. So as we scroll down, we'll see that there's a radar sensor here for radar cruise control, which might allude that this is an automatic transmission model, because are they going to have radar cruise control on the 6-speed? Maybe, but it won't be full speed, right? Because it can't kick you out of the gear that you're in. But this bar here, guys, I promise you that the grille doesn't look to be any different from what we saw with the Proto Z. And the reason is that Nissan actually gave us a really, really high resolution picture of the Proto Z's grille. And behind these pill-like designs, I don't know what else to call it. Kind of reminds me of something from like Dr. Mario, these oblong shapes here. Behind these tic-tac long shaped elongated circle is the actual bumper, the structure of the bumper. The rest of it is actual grille where air feeds the radiators, the intercoolers potentially as well. So I don't expect the front grille to look any different than the Proto Z, other than maybe this radar sensor in the front that's kind of big. And then looking at the back, this is the most iconic part of the Z. They're nailing the sloping roof line. Guys, I don't really expect it to look any different. I probably said it 10 times already than the Proto Z. As we finish up the images here, we're going to switch over to some other important news. Take it with a grain of salt though. Make sure you got your salt shakers out, guys. So the car might be debuting soon. Go figure, right? We just saw it camouflage testing on the streets, and we saw that leak a few months ago. But according to a Nissan staff member, not just a dealer, who is familiar with the project, orders won't happen until November 15th. But if you keep in mind, like, let's take a look at the Acura TLX Type S. Orders are happening about a month before delivery. It could be possible that we have the Z in mid to late December this year. Again, this is not confirmed. This is not an official date from Nissan, but it's the closest thing we have, and Nissan might want to make this available before the end of the year. Now, how could they make that happen? Well, a couple of reasons here as we go to the spreadsheet is this car, this new Z, could be 400Z or just Nissan Z, or in Japan they're saying Fairlady Z. This car isn't really much different than the outgoing 370Z. I mean, it almost reminds me of the Lexus, the 2021 Lexus IS 350 refresh redesign. That car is the same car underneath. They just radically changed the body of the vehicle and changed some things on the interior. The Z is going to have a more updated interior than the IS got from the previous IS, but in terms of the same sort of overhaul, that's kind of what I'm expecting here with the new Z. And that will keep costs down. It'll also keep development time down as well. And in terms of the engine, we know it's going to be a twin turbo V6. We know you're going to have an option of a 9-speed ZF sort of transmission, or Triptronic. Is that what they're called? Apparently Jacko is making it. At least it's not a CVT, thank God. Thank God they're not putting a Jatco CVT in the automatic version of this twin turbo V6 new Z. We've had this twin turbo V6 in the Infiniti lineup here in the States. Japan has also had it in their Skyline models, Nissan Skyline models over there, but it's really the same thing. It's a Q50, Q60 here stateside. But yeah, we have this twin turbo V6 that's already been widely available in Nissan products around the world. So that's not a huge development cost. The 6-speed manual, it's probably the same 6-speed manual that was in the 370Z. And the chassis, everything underneath the car should be just carrying over from the normal Z. In theory, that should keep costs down significantly. And guys, we're looking at a $35K price point. That's not confirmed. That's just the rumors that are going around. There's also rumors that it could be 444 horsepower. I don't see that happening unless they want to make a Nismo version of it with a little bit more power. But I expect it to be the 400 horsepower and 350 pound-feet of torque that we have in the Q60 Red Sport, the Q50 Red Sports. Weight, I don't know. This seems a little bit low. This was taken from a video game, Project Cars 3, that had the weight of this prototype Z or the Z Proto. But it's probably going to be closer to the Supra weight. And the Supra is going to come in potentially 10 to 15 grand more expensive. And in theory, it'll be faster 0 to 60, largely because the transmission's faster. But this 4.3 is with a really fast manual transmission driver, and you might be able to get to 4 seconds with that 9-speed. But the fact that we have the vehicle testing on the roads, there's also been confirmation that it was testing in Arizona around this same time. So maybe they're testing really hot places as well as elevation places that it's in Colorado and Arizona. So probably just some final testing. I don't really see the vehicle changing much at all from the Proto Z. It could be that the official unveil is the same time as the November 15th reservation date. Time will tell. What would you pick? 6-speed manual Z, twin turbo V6, or a BMW derived Toyota Supra that costs 10 to 15 grand more? In theory, the Supra is going to be a tad bit faster, but to me, there's no comparison here. With the price in the 30s, it would be Mazda MX-5 or the Nissan Z. I know they're worlds apart in terms of power, but they give us 6-speed manual transmissions, which the sun is definitely setting on a manual transmission. I could keep talking about the Z for a long time. It gets me excited. Guys, in just a couple days, I'm heading to Miami to give you, I guess, first look, not necessarily hands-on. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sit in the car, but the Ioniq 5 is getting its first public reveal. I'm super excited to bring you some in-person Hyundai news, Ioniq news. Yeah, make sure you're subscribed and hit the bell icon so you don't miss my in-person coverage of the Ioniq 5. Can't wait to share more about it as we get closer to Saturday, just a few days from now. Guys, I'll end it there. It's been a lot of rambling. I usually don't make 2 videos within one day. So I'll end it here. I'll cut myself off. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the comments about the Nissan Z. Have a wonderful day and peace out.